All right, so one suggestion if you want to enter conflict and you want to start learning how to do conflict, a simple 4-step process. Let's go with an acronym. NGVO. Doesn't really, I can't say anything cool with that, but NGVO. N is number. Pick a number that describes you from 0 to 10. 0 is I'm cool, resourced, in love, my heart's available to you. 10 is I'm really triggered, I'm running away, I'm freaking out, I'm in fight, flight, freeze. So pick your number, label it internally to yourself. Wow, okay, what am I? I'm a 4 right now, okay, or I'm an 8. It's hard to be in this room, I'm an 8. I'm a 9, oh shit. You could say that to the person you're in the struggle with or the challenge or the fight with, but pick a number. Second step is G, getting their world. If I'm in a fight with you, I want to understand you and I want to understand where you're coming from. In order to do that, though, I have to choose to be the most resourced person and mature and responsible for taking this down to the ground and getting clear and connected with you. So I'm going to step up and do that as much as I'm able. And I'm going to try to get your world and understand who you are and where you're coming from. That matters to me. And I'm going to become committed to understanding you. I'm going to set my stuff aside and be like, I'll stay here as long as I can to understand you. That's the kind of intention we have to have sometimes. V is validate. Having gotten you a bit, as I start to get you, I can start to validate you now and go, oh, it makes sense why you did that, or why you're mad at me because of X, Y, and Z, and because of your family history, or because of everything you're telling me. I can totally see where my behavior upset you and burned you, and now you're like so angry and shutting down. So I validate. V. And then O is ownership. We just take ownership for how we participated in this dynamic. I own where I dropped the ball. I own where I hurt you and my behavior was out of integrity or out of line, or I forgot to do something or say something, and then you're really upset. So I just own that. Yes, I did that. True. Fact. I agree with you. And then once we do that, a person typically can start to soften. And then eventually they soften so much that they can now do the same thing with me. Because, hey, I'm over here, I'm still wanting to be heard about my experience. And are you willing to now do that little process with me? And again, that can be just a helpful starter for some people that are just getting going with conflict here.